Nothing. I have nothing to do. Another one. It's even more dangerous than the previous ones. I mean, justice. Slow but powerful. Can't really afford getting hit though. Now we're in the really fast territory. At least those guys have reach. They're like golems, but instead of being fairly easy to dodge, you have to really put some distance between you and them. I do hope that we're reaching the end fairly soon. I do have to start healing, and I don't think I can recover health from these guys. So we're going to be ending up in a situation where I have to start killing people without losing a life. As I said, we're definitely at a position where the hit point and armor advantage some of these guys might have is totally meaningless. Because you can't afford to get any kind of hits on you. So agile, strong attacks at this point would be much better. Either the barbarian or the Amazon. Just want to see what's next. The battle didn't go all that well, so I might have to redo it. But I want to see, are we looking at a boss fight or something else? So are we gonna use healing potions or not? A boss fight. Another one of these. NSTs aren't that bad. They have a fairly long attack animation, so has a shield, it won't take damage now. Where did we come from? There? Yes, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, nah, that's about as well as that'll go, so... Moving on. No, seriously, where did we come from? How did we get from here? I would hate to imagine what fighting these guys is like without his sword. It might be doable, but I don't know. You have to keep in mind that our health is fairly low and there's no new life coming from really anywhere. Maybe some of the other classes would have an easier time of it, but not at least with this guy I don't see it. Maybe the best choice would have been to maintain one of the weapons with the longest reach. No matter how weak it is to attack, it's still better than getting hit. So long, endless, empty corridors. Ooh. Now we're coming out something. What is that? It's like someone sitting at the edge of an altar.
Such a long time has passed, but the wait has not been in vain. At last, you have arrived. I have been waiting all of eternity for you. Give me your life, and with it the life and light of the gods that are held within that soul.
That's the mecca of a kind of fantasy universe. Okay. But let's look at the stronger version. 7. Like attack coming after me. Don't. Jesus. the target was locked, so it caused all kinds of nasty trouble. A lot of things happening. I'm guessing the guy basically teleports away every time we try to get close to it. Yep, please. So don't get close to it. Yes. Move! Jesus, this takes long. Luckily they don't track too well. As well use the power potion. Oh, we're not gonna use it now, when the hell are we gonna use it? I can't even shoot there. We'll probably have to redo this fight. I'm not achieving anything and I've used up a lot of my items. Not a lot we can do anymore. There's no point attacking him while he's there because he'll never take damage from my shots. You have to be on the same level. Yeah. Nothing. At least I did damage this time. Yeah, there's no point doing that larger attack. Just slower. And since the attacks seem to fail anyway, so... I don't feel this is much of a boss fight because we're not in any. I don't have a feeling that we're in any kind of real danger. Naturally, he'll wear us down sooner or later, but this isn't exactly. Don't really have to worry about anything. It's just almost nothing is happening most of the time. So we'll just run around and shoot at him until. Oh! New attack patterns. Red mist. Yeah, I have no idea if that's all that's dangerous. I'm not gonna take hits at this point, though, if I can avoid it. Maybe it would have been better. Yeah, put your weapon away by now. If you would have just gone into close quarter combat, but he has so much life. I just can't see that working. Run. I can hear the noise following me. I have no idea if I'm in danger or not. I think the noise follows you no matter what. Even if the actual attack gets blocked, the noise will still follow you. I'll say it. This isn't that exciting, so I certainly don't want to do this again. I wish I could have definitely feel some kind of brutal combat that'd be more fitting. Run. Only 18,000 left. So that's what, about 10 shots? No hurry. Falcon. Maybe some like 3 good hits and it's over. Oh, yeah, that's no good. Lightning the balls is no good. So we can't go close quarters really, even though we might like. Oh shit! He can use an attack we have no defense against. So. Victory! Are you gonna force me to redo this? I love that the sound effect is still in the background. Yeah. Is that really it? Yeah. That was the game. Um, Severance played darts. This is one of those games where I feel it's a combination of a lot of good and a lot of shit. The brutal combat, especially with all the bladed weapons, and pretty much the game would have been fine all the way to the sorcerer battle. Basically, the map before the abyss. If it would have ended there, I think that would have been a better conclusion. Because that extra level was a lot of annoying fights followed by a incredibly dull end fight. So it was actually a much worse ending to the game. It might have been more satisfying story-wise, but well, using the term story here in the loosest possible sense, since the few random mumblings of the narrator don't really amount to much of a story. But it's more about if you find all the rooms, you can play an extra level that is more of a letdown than the highlight it probably was imagined to be. So anyway, the overall game, it's a mix of good and bad. Brutal combat. It looked great at the time. The dynamic fighting, the water had reflections, everything like that. So, and I still find that part quite enjoyable. The problem is that it's attached to a lot of mediocre and crap. A lot of the weapon special moves, a lot of the weapons that are meant to provide options are become they're too tiered. You just walk through them. So basically, you using one or two attack at a time, basically not when you progress. So it makes the combat more monotonous than it really should be. There's too little variation of the moves you use. So the levels, although I think they're well designed and just entertaining enough, but they're basically extremely loosely tied together, and the creature variety could be expanded somewhat. Even the skeleton versus flaming skeleton thing is appreciated. So even if you have a fewer section of models you can use, you can have still sort of tweak them a little bit to offer different kinds of attacks, maybe different combat animations or battle styles for the different monsters. Now there are few, and what they are, they're great, but there's very little variation for a game of this length still. Mm, Specialty weapons mostly crap, very disappointing. There seems to be very little thought put into the special moves with the weapons in overall. So this is um, this is an enjoyable game if you're interested in those brutal fights where you can cut people to pieces. And that's all this game really is. If you are looking for anything else really, I could say this is more of a rental variety of game. So where you rent it, you play it through during the weekend, and then you'll never ever touch the game. It's a mixed experience. I can't really say it's okay because there's some great parts in it, and other parts are very disappointing or bad. So it depends. What you get out of this depends on what you are really looking for in a game like this. If the combat system doesn't interest you at all, there's nothing really to recommend in this game. If you enjoy hacking people to pieces, it can be very enjoyable for a couple of days. I do intend to play this with another character, Barbarian or the Amazon. Knight would be basically the same thing but with only sword. The special move selection and the weapon special move selection would be more varied, much more varied. So it wouldn't be the same experience, but I feel if I'm going to play this type of game again, I'd like to get as much of a difference as can I possibly make. So Barbarian or the Amazon. The problem is that although the Amazon is probably great in many ways, it also might would be to offer not that much variation because what the woman has really is a weapon special attack and one character specific special attack that will use. And so it'll be me dodging monsters and trying to use those two attacks over and over and over again. Barbarian I think is a little bit better because with the Barbarian you can also fight using the character specific special moves. It's you naturally want to rely on the weapon special moves because they're so much more powerful. But I think Barbarian can also realistically fight using the character special moves. Mm, So I don't know. I don't know. Naturally, we'll see. I'll probably post them at the same time. So, but yeah. it's you either love it or this game, or you so don't really care about it at all, depending on what you like. I still like it, but I wouldn't want to play this on a regular basis.